Hey, Birdie. That's okay, Birdie. I'm gonna take care of you, Birdie. Okay?
All right, guys, Tesla is that little birdie, and all of the shareholders have been looking down at their Tesla shares or their Tesla call options and going, come on, come back to life. Guys, someone said to me the other day they didn't like my funny intros. All I can tell you is if it amuses me, I'm going with it. Guys, Tesla has been the absolute worst big tech performer in the market right now. The QQQs have been shooting up, but they've not been able to pull Tesla up with them. Tesla has been down for the last 9 days in a row, and almost every big tech company has been sitting at or near its all-time highs, and yet Tesla has been underperforming. Are the sellers getting exhausted? Is Tesla preparing for a major push up to $274? I'm going to break down some of the fundamentals and we're going to go over the charts, what we can see there. This is the Stocks with Josh show. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hitting the like. Say hi in the comments. Hit the subscribe to get help trading these choppy markets. Now, guys, over in the Stock Squad Patreon, that's the Discord that I run with the Stock Squad, Stock Up with Larry Jones, Keenan Grace, and Stockmo. I'm posting 5 stocks that are in a portfolio over there. All of them in the last quarter of 2023 did very, very well. I think the smallest winner was up just under 30%, and the biggest winner has been recently up 80%. But not only am I posting a portfolio over there, but the Stock Squad members are also posting over there. And there's a couple winners in there that are up even higher than mine. If you had chosen any single one of those stocks out of any one of the members' portfolios, you would be up right now. I want you guys to click on the link and check out the Stock Squad Patreon. All right, we're going to get into some news stories on Tesla right now. Tesla launches the new version of Model 3 in North America. Guys, Tesla's bread and butter is their Model 3, and now there is this rollout of a new Model 3, and the market is responding to it very nicely. Tesla had been selling around 2,500 Model 3s weekly before the rollout, and since the rollout, they're now selling 3,500 Model 3s at the moment. And so there's a nice upswing, which I think we are going to see reflected in quarterly earnings in 2024. Another news story that we need to look at by Barron's analysts is Tesla's market share improves as the U.S. sells a record number of EVs. So despite 2023's rising interest rates, Americans bought essentially 40% more EVs in 2023. In addition to that, the EV market breached over 1 million EVs sold in the country. Tesla dominated that list, accounting for 51% of all EVs sold. So what's the problem? It sounds like it's pretty good right now. Fundamental story is people are buying EVs. Well, the problem is that in 2022, Tesla had accounted for 59% of all the EVs sold, and there is rising EV competition. Quite a bit of it out there. That is why in 2023, Elon went on a cost-cutting measure to push his competition back. Non-Tesla EV companies saw a 28% rise in their sales in 2023. But when Elon cut Tesla's prices, it caused more problems for those companies when they had to respond and lower their prices. It caused them to simply lose more money. For example, Ford lost $3.1 billion in the first 3 months of 2023, and we're going to get an update on that, and it wouldn't surprise me if they surpassed a loss of $4 billion total in the year. And so right now, Elon has a solid lead with Tesla, but there is rising competition, and that's one of the things that's been getting priced into the stock in the last month. I also want you guys to check out this chart. Over the past 2 years, Tesla grew its U.S. sales by a percentage of 5 times greater than the second place competitor. And so there is no doubt whatsoever that Tesla has a massive lead in the United States in selling EVs, but the fact is hard to be on top, and Elon is seeing pressure from competition. The conclusion to it all is that Tesla is continuing to innovate. We see that by the Model 3. Tesla is selling more vehicles, and so they are continuing to grow, even though it's a slightly slower pace. And they should have an absolute banner year in 2024. The competition is struggling to catch up, even though they've made some gains. And Tesla ultimately should sell more cars with a fresh look in 2024 with lower interest rates ahead. And yet, the stock is absolutely lifeless, like our little birdie at the beginning. We're moving slowly towards earnings on January 24th, and we are absolutely going to hit a capitulation moment here very, very soon. I'm going to point out a couple opportunities that might be ahead of us. I don't see a reversal today, which means that we are going to suffer another down day tomorrow. I hope you're prepared for it and you're positioned correctly. But let's take a look at what is going on in the charts. Right now, we are getting ready to test the 200-day moving average. We saw this exact same thing happen just the other day with Apple, and it got a nice little bounce. Now, I don't know that when we test the 200-day moving average for Tesla that we're going to get the same bounce, but we're likely to see some action. We're also getting ready to make a triple bottom if we were to get down to the 228, 229 range. This is an area that Tesla has tested a couple times and has bounced, and so we're going to see how the price reacts with that price point. If we take a big picture view out, we're still operating off of an extreme oversold condition. So even though the price has pulled back, we are nowhere near the extreme oversold condition that we had been when the price went all the way below $200. I think we're still operating off of that oversold buy signal, and I still think there's room ahead. Right now, we've pretty much just leveling out the price. So let's take a look moving forward at where we see support and resistance. I'm seeing support right now at the 200-day moving average of $228. Then beneath that, there is a light level of support at 224, which is also an area where there's a gap to fill. And then beneath that, support is at $213, which was a swing low support. And then resistance above, which we are sort of right beneath right now, is 235. Then we've got to go through 246, and then a real big one that's been a historic pivot point, 260. And then we can begin to have some fun if we get up to 274, and after that, 290. The bottom line is I do believe that after these 9 days down, I think we're going to hit a 10th day down tomorrow, and Tesla's likely to have a pop. At what price point will it pop, and how far will it dip before it does that? If I had to guess at the moment, I think it would be the resistance of 224, roughly 224.70. I'm putting in an order for 225. It's not a swing trade. It's going to be for my long-term portfolio because I believe that Tesla will have more opportunity in 2024 that has yet to be priced in. Right now, I think the market has largely been digesting 2023 and has yet to really price in the positive impact of sales in 2024. So I know that some of you guys are out there nursing some call options that you've been holding on to way too long. You didn't let them go. You got to let those go when they go against you. You don't want to hold a call option that's gone against you really for more than an hour, not unless you've bought it way out, 2 or 3 months out. I am considering some call options that are a couple months out right now, but my big goal is just to focus on catching somewhat of the bottom for a reversal move in just my long-term shares portfolio. Now, the last time I did an ad this big, it was below $200 at $197, and I told you guys on that day that I was buying for my long portfolio, and after that we ran up a ton. Now I'm getting ready to do it again. This seems to be a good price point for me, right below 225. I think it's going to turn out to be a good decision. And when we get to 300, I'm going to come back out here, and hopefully I'll be reminding you guys that 300 is not the time to go long. Don't make the mistake of trying to buy the top and miss the opportunity to buy closer to the bottom. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully, guys, it was helpful to you. Thanks again for joining me today. Thanks for the likes. Hit the subscribe button if you want to get the update on how this Tesla call plays out in the future. If you simply need better trade tools, I want you to click on the link in the top pinned comment for the Moomoo app. They're giving away up to 15 free stock. And if you just want to sit some cash in that account, you can earn 5.1% interest. Probably my next video is going to be a follow-up crypto video. Guys, I want you to check out the last video I did on crypto because I believe it gives insights onto some of the things that are happening behind the scenes. Peace and blessings. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.